warm-blooded, with a thick layer of blubber which conserves the heat in their body. They're one of the world's most secretive and elusive animals. This quad has migrated nearly 2,000 miles from South America to arrive here in time for spring. It's the first time this year's calves will have encountered sea lions. It can be dangerous for an air-breathing reptile. They can only grab a breath in air when there are gaps in the ice. Adults must navigate carefully to find them, and the youngsters must stay close. These cold waters are an excellent habitat for this plant's favourite food. Thorough mud, full of small creatures. There can be hundreds of tiny animals in every square foot of sea floor. Separating what's edible from the sticky mud is a challenge. But they have a neat solution. Scooping up a mouthful, they partially close their jaws. Using the giant sieve to filter out the food. These are the only animals who have evolved teeth to feed in this way. The Auturnaria will feed here all summer until the water ices over again in the following winter. In warmer waters, they will face other challenges. But the most resourceful animals will always find opportunities in the vast oceans of the prehistoric planet. The lands of the prehistoric planet were ruled by the planets, but the seas were dominated by a very different group of reptiles, the mosasaurs. And this is the struggle of one of them.
Mosasaurs were sea-going lizards. Think of a giant, swimming, whale-sized Komodo dragon. Tapered snout, buff skin, more fins instead of normal limbs, and a long tail that looked a lot like a shark tail, but upside down. That's basically this.
The largest was Mosasaurus hoffmanni. It was an ambush predator, but what was the secret of its success?
They can move from just still, not moving off, to incredible speed for your eyes.
In the modern world, we see this ability in reptiles like crocodiles. Their muscles can deliver short bursts of tremendous power.
Mosasaurs, even if they're reptiles from other lizards, probably had similar capabilities in their muscles.
They also had another adaptation that could increase the element of surprise.
One of the tricky things about swimming is you need a special kind of energy to get out of the equipment, to be the equivalent of a sprinter starting blocks. And the best way of doing that is to bend yourself into a C shape, and then push off the water side of your body.
Fish today use this technique. Known as a sea start, it allows them to accelerate from a standstill to full speed in an instant.
Mosasaurs likely were able to do something very similar, but of course at a much greater scale.
So, exactly how fast could a giant like Mosasaurus hoffmanni actually swim? To find out, the prehistoric planet team commissioned a unique scientific study.
Until recently, no one had really attempted to estimate these kinds of performance values in detail. Our work will first test merely of numbers to the abilities of these animals, and the results we got from that are really pretty stunning.
The team ran the calculations 4 times to ensure they were correct.
All 4 different trials came to the same overall conclusion. These animals were able to generate massive accelerations. This mosasaur would probably clear 75% of its body weight in 1 single second. That means if that mosasaur is 17 years away from you, in 1 second, it will be 75% closer, and in the second second, it would have surpassed you and could have eaten you all away. Being hit by a mosasaurus would be a bit like being hit by a full-size semi-truck. Just the impact of the animal alone, much less the bites that follow, would kill a live prey instantly.
Mosasaurs could reach 30 miles an hour in as little as 1 second. This is what makes them arguably the ultimate marine predator of all time.
西全种性反美。就在上周23号的印度传统的巴尔干节上，恒河热心居民推出了巨大的光谱塑像，但是皮肤呢染成了棕色，头发变成了白毛，穿着一身红色西装，属于这个万岁爷出了一个印服限定皮肤，而除了大大的光谱之外呢，标语上它还附带了许多友好的祝福，比如说什么美国去死，说不过关税吓唬我们，印度的铁拳会让他哭泣等等。好家伙，这玩意儿太吓人了！我估计呢，万岁爷早上一睡醒啊，打开手机看到几万名印度人艾特他，那不得给气成老头吧？但是呢，还真可能有这个场景，因为早晚期间的账号就在他本人手里面，属于是狠狠的攻击万岁爷对国有的地方了。而眼看地区受阻，美国财政部的贝斯特率先中军报国，在采访时炮轰印度为奸商。大家我说呢，并非炮轰，实话实说而已啊。在俄乌冲突爆发前呢，俄罗斯石油出口份额比印度还占1%，现在打了3年，出口到印度的都超过40%了。恒河闲置二手油赚麻了。平时咱们宝可梦玩家去盗版买的新品都被黄牛包圆了，可以说呢，人人那是透彻的黄牛啊。那贝森特呢，现在攻击印度，我只能说力度啊还是太小了，建议加大力。而且呢，贝森特他还说了，说中吃效颦，你也配当东大吗？真正的东大可不会像你印度这样偷鸡摸狗、投机取巧。你看这行得端，便自然会有大族气的电梯啊。这回呢属于是口碑，全靠美国大衬托。所以呢，今天啊咱们就来聊一聊，印度被美国彻底抛弃之后呢，这买家饭他吃的怎么样了？中文来点吧，给大家好传说锅里。其实印度这事儿啊，真不知道是倒霉还是怎么着啊。特朗普呢关税大炮是滔天放炮啊，动静贼大，但是呢没听说把哪个国家炸死了，都快变成地军炮了，他一般杠死。但是呢唯有印度自己跑到万岁爷的炮口上，属于是沿街炮弹，拦截率100%呀。成了目前关键战最大的愣头青铁头娃了。简单来说呢，对抗战是一步步升级。万岁爷口开印度空战200之后呢，印度啊又在进口俄罗斯石油这件事上坚持走印度特色石油道路，这火药味儿一下子就起来了。本来呢老特从这点看他挺有好感招的，主要就是好哄，对他印度采购提啊，他可能就认为你是好妈，降低大家维持一个25%的关税，明面上说停止石油进口，通过如果那你要靠进口就完事儿了。万岁爷的经济巴适啊，心情也不好啊，那谁天天记得印度偷渡啊？世界上还有那么多和平等着万岁爷去兑现的，对吧？但是印度这一回啊，确实是把路给兜窄了。当然了，你可以说民学都反对了，这样子也没办法，民学一到最后呢，还是只能硬着头皮。于是呢，现在变成了50%的关税，印度经济啊，就这样就可以说得测试抗压死了。死亡经济体系下呢，让万岁爷这一招过时了。但是在印度人眼里，事情它不是这样的。印度人觉得换个美国都是我们印度人建设啊，华尔街、硅谷啊，别办给印度 CEO 啊，美国人的病房旁边那是印度工程师和他生产的医疗器械，美国人的电话客服运转那是印度财务管理员帮你重新清算和支配收入的。结果呢，美国人非但不投降，还敢向恒河开炮。再加上印度官方上上下下都很强硬，于是呢，就出现了前面撒手而游街、烧烫不怕笑的场景了。你比如说呢，印度外长苏杰生就是前阵子来我这边代码头的那俩，他对简直放着人话，一方面呢是配合莫迪老钱和国内的情绪，另一方面他确实可能也被美国就说的不耐烦了，就是买俄油这点事儿嘛，哎呀来来回回使劲说没完没了是吧？于是呢，苏杰生啊还就说了，如果你们觉得买印度的石油或者成品油有问题，那就别买呀，没人强迫你们买，在欧洲买、美国也买，你们不喜欢那就别从印度购买呀。说实话，苏杰生这话说的，他确实有一定的底气，因为情况是这样的，市场上印度二手油便宜，这是一方面，另一方面是欧洲它其市场去买高价油，美国的页岩油它跟不上这么大的需求啊，所以呢，市场上的石油缺口，中东如果没有大幅增长的话，那你真的只能买俄油来补充，这是大家都心知肚明的事情。欧洲难道不知道买的就是俄油吗？你说印度上哪儿产油啊？恒河虽然说什么都有，但是油的话呢，主要还是地沟油和印度人下面提出出油，所以呢，大家都是装糊的天才嘛，世界不就是个草台班子嘛？结果现在特朗普你好啊，你们两个就是不会装糊涂，你非要说印度地油有问题，行，那现在印度二手油要是没了，这国际油价好稳定呢？这欧洲各国当然采购的，美国你的产量那你也跟不上啊，所以苏杰生这次就是明着说了，就是你不愿起点，那咱们就不起点，你爱买不买吧？而看到官方这样的发言呢，印度国内那些最忠诚于莫迪的支持者一下子就沸腾了，说美国人给世界带来了灾难啊，而我们印度人倒卖石油，这就是也。结果呢，这个特朗普居然还要给我们印度加关税，这是脸都不要了啊，造反天干呐！于是呢，印度人开始自发的抵制美货，什么美国产的香烟可乐，拿到天上地马火烧了，我们印度人只用印度货，只喝印度降解手过程和原料等等。我可以看出是一个3号操作啊，我今天啊可能顺利更新，当然这是一个吵架老三好，不要直接帮你们要的先给按照一样啊，中国都能快2倍啊！他拿我们所一个最像人手的车，有让方便的合作这种放松酸酸的斜方机，一楼下来呢，说不定你的后里拉倒了，现在就有爆更的想法了。于是呢，这些按键都爱用的，感觉钥匙真香啊，3档离谱没有劲儿，上海搞下放松腰啊，挺来一条龙啊，搭配2档特殊刷了一下，给我累积了印度亲民啊，这下是一根筋，但是2分组啊，不愧是跟你过桥好朋回购的闹师傅，一天不爱想荷包，8抽大家，这会看视频的，有几个敢说自己从来不穿裤的，咱们上班点头哈腰吃饭的，下班了还要为3控折腰那可不行，颈椎病可比刁钻老板还要恐怖，连上不止一辈子，花几百上按摩院也不符合咱们的消费水平，还是庙界最适合一味一扣，在家里看视频谈恋爱多不耽误。前几个月没赶上的朋友啊，记得来评论区劝很实惠，现在还能保价1年买会退差价，售后质保稳上加稳，现在收益啊别的不要，千万记得收这个按摩类目年销最低的按摩椅，自带里头说呢还让客户再次困难，惊喜感满满。眼看着国内外的气氛都播的差不多啊，而印度版改体接着就把媒体1点子计划给提上日程了。先说播放这一块，听说美国的川普小王搞了个金虫计划，我们印度莫迪大王搞了个叫做“妙见神盾”任务，说呢要在10年内建立一个可以抵消敌人攻击，还能回击对手的防空网络。功能上虽然听起来和美国那个差不多了，但是这名字上要把报关税地区取的错名字啊，金虫，听上去跟红顶似的，有一种上世纪的老年审美。而妙见神盾那就不一样了，就说是不是有种鬼谷八荒的感觉？那一下就吊起来了。同时呢，印度人最近还说啊，说半导体这个行业啊，大家都知道啊，这是世界顶级技术产业，高附加值核心产业。那印度的半导体行业从80年代起就领先于中国呀，在这一块能和印度竞争的只有美国，但是美国人太坏了，害怕竞争不过我们当年放了一把火呀，把我们的工厂全烧了。现在半导体印度要重新发力。除此之外，我们印度要在2030年前成为全球第一大电车生产国。到时候呢，我们新德里街上的牛车全部换成电动外骨骼的，迎来了属于牛车的赛博飞车。但是说实话，别看印度现在挺闹的，他们心里啊也没底。以前呢，印度是四处骑墙，但是还是吃西方的饭，尤其是吃美国饭为主。现在和美国闹成这个样子，至少在特朗普分期内是没法恢复了。于是呢，就得吃百家饭，而这个百家饭能不能顺利吃到，其实也很难说。但是有句说讲，拿出来还是得替印度啊公正的说上几句。这地球上最有资格吃百家饭的国家，最有天赋吃百家饭的国家，应该也就是印度啊。喝水吃百家饭做印度人，你就是生活的有没有跟台湾？估计很快就转下一世了。这种得咋个多快？唐僧这才打个10世功德。你比如说呢，印度的金融专栏作家，更没有资本管理公司国际业务负责人，在接受采访时就说啊，现在那是中国争取印度的好机会。说白了就是想找我们要饭，说老公你看我们都和美国打成这样了，你也不表示表示啊。说到这个呢，前段时间咱们不是和印度那边进行了外交会谈吗？本来呢，除了推进双方恢复通航之外呢，说实话也没什么昨天晚的发展。结果呢，印度媒体转头再报道一些，说中国要解除对印度的外贸限制，中国正在解决印度对化肥、稀土以及隧道挖掘机的需求问题。我只能说印度人那是越来越溜了，这一招是一根筋，但是2不补啊，赢2次。你想啊，他印美先把风声放出去，等于是给中国施压了。最后呢，万一捡了大便宜，中国出于种种原因给他放出点外贸限制，那是血赚不亏，无本万利。同时呢，还可以说老中怕了我们印度了。如果最后呢，咱们当他是个屁啊，你又不理，那印度又有说法了，说这是你中大背信弃义啊，你欺骗我们印度人，这里外以后就要先受，我怎么这么说？这还不是达成一个约？赢了我占地马战啊，输了我从外加入 个超级球队，怎么都不是万家人。那除了在咱们这边搞点小动作之外呢，看看能不能有两次啊，在欧洲、俄罗斯各个地方都有印度逃犯的身影啊，可以说那四处捧词儿。比如说在8月23号，印度媒体故技重施又开始爆料了，说自从购买法国的阵风战机之后呢，印度现在准备启动另一项和法国的国防合作计划，就是共同开发印度本土的新一代战机，并且呢，法国4台机马将在本次合作中对印度进行完全技术转让，在印度设立、开发、测试、认证和生产，一款推理了120天有的新研发。要说这个新闻，那确实让人有一丝相信，但同时又有94万亿加起来是10分抽象。相信呢，是因为法国的阵风确实突然巨大，法国面对印度那高低有那么点理亏，但是怀疑呢，则是说你又去和印度合作，那不是又准备继续丢人吗？法国人也不可能这么蠢啊，投降投得那么快玩意儿，对吧？所以呢，法国方面暂时没有回复，但是呢，这并不妨碍印度把整体制造提上日程了。现在模型啊都在航展上公开亮相了，它 PPT 呢更是做的精美啊，项目名称就叫做先进中型作战飞机 AICA 计划，是印度空军目前重点推进的国产子代计划。根据这个 AICA 的时间表啊，首架原型机将于2027年完成，2028年首飞，量产交付在2030年开始，也就是说10年之后呢，印度可以用上全新的国产子代机，继续100%拦截来自巴基斯坦的导弹。除了找我们要稀土，找法国要技术，印度还找俄罗斯要石油。前阵子呢，普京其实才不老特首打个电话，就去和莫迪通了电话，确认了要继续加强合作，并且印度也重申会继续购买俄罗斯石油。这下印度也可以包装喊出那句话啊，又要发了多一半，甚至呢，同为难兄难弟的巴西，就是说也被收了50%关税的巴西啊，现在已经是印度的好基友了，因为敌人的敌人那就是朋友。莫迪老天呢，前阵子还跟巴西总统通了电话，不知道呢是不是商量就是一起对美停止出口大豆。毕竟呢，印度长从巴西起到两什么，我时代也非常好，不会是从巴西进口大豆，然后可能会算一算再搞卖到美洲啊，或者是赚 US 刀的大生意啊。那我就只能说太抽象了，家人们，那毕竟是印度，也并非全不可能。好话说回来呢，印度走到今天这个局面啊，有人认为印度是咎由自取，实际上我认为这说法对也不对，也别说拿到你的话你有权利，那接下来才是要紧的话了。其实印度它也没有犯什么战略性的大错，我只能说，它是在试图打出统战价值的过程中，把统战价值给打没了。要知道这些年来呢，西方一直扶持印度对抗东大，其实是寄予了印度很高的期望，因为印度嘛人口众多，人口结构良好，在西方看来这就是一个新的东大嘛，这就是30、40年前的中国，产业转移、资本扶持，甚至允许你做一些出格的事情，允许你和俄罗斯这个西方世界的大反派眉来眼去的，这些呢是你作为对抗东大提前分配一些小特权。印度它是吃了东大红利了，它的对比好啊，不是因为有热战问题，那是因为我的来过呀。而在这种前提下呢，印度也是头脑乱别，万斯访问印度之后呢，印度就在着手对巴铁动武了，意图也很明显，就是要在东大周围制造一些骚乱啊，联合施压驱动爆台，一旦印度给我们搅黄了，这样呢，美国在关税谈判里筹码就多了。作为好处呢，到时候从东大那割了肉，美国吃个大头，印度跟着喝汤嘛，比如说产业转移啊等等，印度这些可能喝上了。在印度看来，这是本赚不赔的生意啊，而且打的是巴基斯坦啊，又不是说真的去和东大动手，怎么一个巴基斯坦还能收拾不了呢？而且巴基斯坦也就空军有点说法，陆军完全被印度体量碾压，空军基楼、陆军跟进都已经谈好了，而且呢，印度其实准备的也不算差，战术执行也没有说太大的问题，就是编队突击，印度说自己的空军地球前3，那确实有点夸张啊，但是地球前5应该问题不大。80架飞机啊，确实也不是小手笔啊，而且飞起来啊，那真不是光飞战机，那都是能飞的，不能飞的，那在地上停个展出呢。结果呢，一共超过很多股，脑中都没有名分出手，就是眼摸着巴铁提高，这印度啊就直接干出了6比0了。就好比呢，张君宝当年得了2个点火细胞，马上就跟和闹玩一玩了。这下不光是印度，连印度背后的欧美大哥都傻眼了，这没法玩了，这对面是零损啊，连 BOSS 的血条都没看到，这游戏干什么的？他们呢想让印度来试一试老中的抗风力量和装备技术。好消息啊，是真试出来了；坏消息啊，是真试出来了，这不是一根筋变成2颗骨了吗？于是现在欧美还没什么，印度他们彻底失去统战价值了。你在军事上完全没实力和老公打，甚至和巴基斯坦对抗，那你还发展个毛啊？真要是天下有变啊，齐天大人，那你工业非炸没了，现在还扶持什么呀？赶紧提醒大家一下。所以其实5月份以来呢，特朗普对华就没法强硬了，印度的外资更是在疯狂的撤出，不是说因为印美贸易对抗，莫迪和特朗普掐架呀什么的，这些都是小问题了。大问题呢，就说印度你把自己的统战价值给打没了，你只是脸上别长了痲子，但是你不是长痲子。以前呢，咱们印度那是民主不分富啊，是我们垫脚黑狗布啊，合同那都是1年1签呀，年年几天一加一，那气老夫人没办法。你看印度对欧美，那是不是吃打起来了？结果今年一看，好家伙，你老詹上场，那政府是负的呀，对地板上被人干出政府是吹了，而且呢还是错误出行啊，打的不是对面主力，你还是替补巴基斯坦啊，这下巴基斯坦又成了一座山了。于是啊，这今年政府续约了，欧美这不就不和印度续约了吗？反而还撤资跑路了。本来以为自己是核心资产，现在打了一架，变成负资产了。你就说此时此刻像不像你是底克吧？牧羊为首，各方战士在灯火阑珊处，所以现在印度那是没办法了，欧美不能玩了，被迫开始吃百家饭了。而且既然都已经被特朗普摆明抛弃，甚至都要割你了，那什么何由？那我直接就买了呗，我还怕你个毛啊！伸头也是一刀，缩头也是一刀，此地不留爷，自有留爷处啊！但是印度的话呢，还真是处处不。你说印度它有什么用啊？这是一个帝国文明，都没搞清楚的问题。西方人是钻研了几十年了，没搞明白，那东方人呢，根本就没什么动力去搞明白。所以印度啊，它是这么一回事。它现在呢，就只能开始要饭了。百家饭确实没有欧美的香，但是欧美的印度现在那不是吃不上了吗？所以呢，我说印度啊，它其实自始至终没有犯一个太大的错误。从印度的立场来看，它吃了欧美的好处啊，那是对面最弱的小弟，谁会觉得这是能3颗呀？要说呢，也捅出这个坏老公啊，实在是太能藏了。他几十年不出手啊，一出手呢，已经不在一个境界上了。但是要我说啊，我知道你很急，但听我说，你先别急，这不马上9月3号就不藏了。但是你们敢看吗？你们看了你能接受吗？你看藏你又不高兴，不藏你又不高兴，那你这叫做什么呢？谢谢大家，我是马叔，我理分享我视频观点，赞和关注。上条视频发布后，我发现我对我报必须网友说我这是宣传对日本的仇恨。这种说法和日本近期的表态很像。仇恨教育、侵华是惯，日本想要传递的这种认知是怎么被传播和接纳的？为了搞清楚这个问题，我重新打开上次的社交网络数据库。这次我不仅看到工程越地之外，同时还揭开了一段此前很少人了解的抗战史。海外社交媒体平台上，这群右翼账号除了否认侵略事实之外，还试图进一步挑起中国内部矛盾。同样是通过传播照片来完成，其中传播量最大的就是这张日军背中国老太太的照片。这张照片最早出现在1938年11月11日，拍摄于广州海珠桥，对应到了日美广东占领特辑的封面。我自称了一位收藏了这些日本报纸的朋友。当时媒体的描述是，日军在广州救赎中国老夫人，但今天在社交网上，他们的推文更狠，说广州的惨烈都是中国人自己造成的，日本人是去拯救中国人。我尝试在中国的史料中搜索，从口述史中看到，当时的民众提到敌机在市区核弹死伤不少，意思是日本轰炸广州，所以当时的广州到底是怎么被破坏的？为什么会出现这样截然不同的说法？肯定有问题。我想继续查，却看到当时广州自己的报刊在沦陷后大播给我们看，留下的史料以文字描述居多，并没有抬头照片作为佐证，而日本方面却有不少当时广州的照片被保留下来，可以看到日军威风进展的形式。正当我苦恼时，我看到法国有人马克思向中国捐赠了一批淞沪会战相关史料，如果我的视角有缺陷，那其他国家是不是能够补充进来？于是我立刻在社交媒体发出了一场行动。 很快我就收到了一些线索，就在上个月，一位德国友人刚刚向中山大学博物馆捐赠了一本相册，记录了正史1938年的活动。在公开披露的部分相册信息中，我清楚看到了那张照片上的海豚桥。于是我马上请示在展出这些照片的中山大学博物馆，帮我联系的这位捐赠者。
It was 1 year ago in the basement of my parents. I found this album. I was quite shocked, and I knew Canton is a Western word for bonjour. You see the documentation of those days in October, but from children and women, it's a really important documentation from what happened in 1938. Those war images that exist are mostly taken by Japanese. The Japanese also destroyed a lot of material from the Chinese.
在奥斯卡捐赠的照片里，我看到日军校园防库难躲中国民众，这和日军想要渲染的所谓中国友好完全不同。我找到了相册里那张海豚桥的照片，下面有一张编辑条，海豚桥没有被炸毁，但博物馆的朋友告诉我，那句话的意思是桥虽然还在，可桥下的那团早已被炸掉，原处建筑也不能幸免。这显然说明了当时日本人的罪行。当时日本一边通过拍摄所谓的轻拍照美化自己的统治，一边通过报刊丑化中国军事形象。这背后的意思就是要通过一件中国内幕瓦解中国人民心理防线，让中国人民放弃抵抗，从而帮助战争取得胜利。这是日本侵华战争时期的常用伎俩。而我收到的线索告诉我，如今这种手法没有效率，反而还在自己上。还记得上期视频里我提到的这个菊花图像的人吗？在贝老太的照片的传播中，他也是当之无愧的美军。我分析了他互动频发100账号今年27万条帖子，其中近1万条都敢强调中国欺骗。可真正和历史有关的不到63%，什么意思？意思是抹黑抗战史只是他们已经建立的切口。今天造谣中国造假当今，明天马抗日结合点是仇恨宣传，他们的目标根本不是真正历史，而是破坏人间。这不叫史学探讨，是讲历史的。上期提到过，菊花有很多的素材来源都是一个名叫水间正贤的日本物理学家。我扒了一下他的背景，发现他的老师正是南京大学他史作为者松井石的秘书田中正。在上世纪70年代，他们接上头后，两人几乎每周都会见面。田中正以作为造访南京大屠杀并不存在的始作俑者，领导了战后一批日本右翼对华的回。如今他早已是所有攻心战手法在日本陆军中代言人。今天和社会媒体这个新战场直面打脸，但他们越是这样，越需要有人站出来。在寻找过程中，我听到了越来越多正义声音。
8月2日上午，我和驻旧金山水利使馆的工作人员说，有位老华侨想捐76张照片。
我第一时间请学校帮忙联系上这位老华侨，而从他的讲述中，我终于能还原当时日军的疯狂情感下真实的过不战场。
旧金山有一个市场协会，我们就经常喜欢当时去抗日市场上面找那些图片。那时它是放到一个很旧的商册里面，一部分是日本攻下旧的图片，什么问题也不可以否定他在中国犯下的所有罪行。这只是那个美国的华侨代表团回去山上找到，只是慰问那些军民战士。
看到中国军民聚在一起庆祝反攻成功的历史画面时，我更加明白日军想要极为渲染的军民矛盾有多么无聊与邪恶。罗总、旧金山、广州，跨越3个国家的400张照片，让我想起这个世界有越来越多的人在看清真实的历史。发起这期行动以来，我收到了不少负面信息，但我始终记得前不久见到法国猎人马克思时，他说了这样一句话。
It's exactly because we are being attacked that we want to continue this project because it means that we are touching the truth that people don't want to hear. So we need to continue push forward as much as we can in order to make Japan real to them. 这也是我们为什么要制作这个视频，因为每一条我收到的负面评论，这些来自中国的 IP 都在提醒我，真相需要被传播，认知需要被提。如今日本还在试图用不看阅兵阻挡更多人了解真相，这何尝不是掩耳盗铃？ Dinosaurs ruled the planet for over 150 million years. They occupied almost every corner of the globe and came in almost every shape and size to man. Some were truly extraordinary. We now know that T-Rex was a powerful swimmer. Velociraptors were cunning feathered hunters, and that some dinosaurs had the most bizarre behavior. But new discoveries have been made almost every day to tell us more about life on this planet 66 million years ago. This time, on the exotic planet, we reveal new animals and new insight into their quest to find a partner, the challenges faced by raising a family, and their titanic battles. Journey to a time when nature took on its greatest show. This is Prehistoric Planet 2. The coast of the vast inland sea that almost splits North America in half. Here in the south, as the tide falls, giants are drawn to the shoreline. These allosaurs are 100 feet long and weigh some 80 tons. They are the largest dinosaurs on the continent. So huge that no predator can tackle them. Some live to a great age. This male is around 70 years old. Many in the herd are likely to be his offspring. His long life is now coming to an end. His immense body is beginning to fade in. He may not survive the night. Dawn. And these proodontids have picked up a scent. They could investigate anything new, especially if it might be worth mentioning. But biting through a Phoenix hide is beyond their power. Very frustrating. Tyrannosaurus Rex. North America's top predator. With his 6-inch long teeth, tearing through an Allosaurus tough skin is not a problem. T-Rex might be able to bully Troodontids, but the carcass as big as this soon attracts more formidable competition. Texanosaurus, a giant pterosaur. One of the few creatures that will challenge an adult tyrannosaur. One slight to its 6-foot-long beak would easily cost T-Rex an arm. Even so, it seems that he's not going to back down. The arrival of a second Extraterrestrial changes the odds. After all, 2 weeks are dead for money. T-Rex, this is now too dangerous. Some fights just aren't worth the risk. For now, it's our insurance. Our T-Rex will almost certainly be back to claim his share. Once his fine rivals leave. In the waters that surround North America, there are other giant predators. But they have no rivals. Mosasaurs. They may look like huge sharks, but they are in fact a kind of aquatic lizard. Size, speed, and powerful jaws mean that very few creatures in the ocean are safe from these hunters. In the Gulf of Mexico, this glorious mosasaur is searching for one particular kind of prey. Every year, huge shoals of females come up from deep water and travel towards the coast. They have all recently mated, and each is now carrying hundreds of fertilized eggs. The eggs will lay in the shallows. And that is where the mosasaur combination of a streamlined profile and a powerful siphon enables them to ship through the water at great speed. So, can the process on. Topping ends has broad rounded teeth that easily crack the animal's shell, releasing air that leaves them buoyant. Without it, they sink helplessly into the seabed. Before the animals can escape, the motorsaur disables as many as it can. Finally, time to cut in. Topping ends may have killed dozens. But even this makes only a small impact on the overall number of animals. Most of the shell survive and continue on their journey to their spawning grounds. The rocky seabed here has many cracks and crevices, ideal places for attaching the Ammonite's precious egg sacs. A few of them abandon them. But safe in this coastal nursery, these eggs will produce the next generation. These coastal seas are full of life. Yet on land, and only a few hundred miles away, there is desolation. Here, powerful movements deep in the Earth's crust are beginning to raise the Rocky Mountains. The immense changes of the landscape have cut off this lake from nearby rivers. Its waters evaporate in the strong winds and intense summer sun. And the minerals that are dissolved in it are beginning to reach toxic levels. For most, this water is simply too poisonous to drink. Even so, every year this place is visited by all kinds of animals. Fox by Stigionetta, a primitive relative of ducks, stop here on their travels. And you're not alone. Dinosaurs are here too. A family of Actinodon. They're feathered but flightless. And they're led by their father. These dinosaurs and the Stigionetta are both born here by the strange seasonal phenomenon. Flies. The larvae of these insects are able to filter out the lake's toxic salts, and as a consequence, they thrive in immense numbers. Now they're hatching into adults, in their millions. They are a rich and abundant source of protein for all the lake's visitors. Actinodon are particularly intelligent dinosaurs. It doesn't take them long to work out the best way to collect flies. Their father has his eyes on the bigger things. Actinodon are not only intelligent, they're also very skillful hunters. The Stigionetta are unaware of his approach. There are other more substantial males of the family, and just as well, the flies will only be here for so long, and the dinosaur family will be forced to find food elsewhere. Further north, the Rocky Mountains are still slowly rising, and as they do, they create higher, cooler landscapes and vast pine forests flourish. As spring arrives, strange calls echo through the trees. Mating season has arrived for one of the world's most heavily-armed dinosaurs. They bring in large numbers of these giants, together in clearings. Females come to choose a mate. The 6 males fight and display their strength. This young male looks to be in prime condition, showing off his spectacular Mr. horns and his colourful head. His horns appear perfect, not yet damaged by battle. To a female, however, the absence of any wear and tear might suggest a potentially critical weakness, a lack of experience. These gatherings are crucial events in the lives of triceratops. They provide the best chance of the whole year for the adults to become parents. And young hopefuls are not the only ones here. Year-old men weigh more than 10 tons. The possibility has been spades, it's decades of wear and tear. Video, he slips from off to his young rival, however fit. loser, the mating season is over. However, these newly won metal stars might be just enough to attract the next time the herds gather here to mate. For plant-eating dinosaurs like Triceratops, the vast forests that cover much of North America offer plenty to eat all year round. And for those that live in the cold far north of the Americas, food is much harder to come by. Here, within the Arctic Circle, for 3 months of the year, the sun barely rises. When its warmth finally returns after the long winter, headed on its miners are quick to take advantage. These fleet-footed travellers are among the fastest runners of all dinosaurs, capable of covering vast distances in search of fresh vegetation. They're so fast that they're very difficult for predators to catch. After a tough winter, this female Namuxor needs to make a kill soon. The smaller relative of T-Rex are more agile and critically faster. There is nowhere to hide, so a surprise attack is impossible. Instead, she resorts to creating panic. She needs to become a single target and stick with it. One of the miners bursts at speed, just given the edge. Each trail hunt uses up more precious energy, bringing her ever closer to starvation. In every spring, but this far north, freezing winds can quickly force temperatures to fall. Here, flurries of snow and a rocky outback could give the Namuxor a second chance. Now, she's harder to spot. The range forward brings her closer to success. She selects her target. This prize is not only for her. She is a mother. Fresh meat for youngsters, perhaps the first for many weeks. If her babies are to thrive, she will have to repeat today's success over and over again. Until her young are old enough to join her in hunt and eventually fend for themselves. Here, in this remote and perhaps most challenging frontier of the North American continent, 66 million years ago. This is one of the most dramatic skulls from our prehistoric planet. It belonged to a plant-eating dinosaur called Triceratops. This dinosaur is instantly recognizable from the massive frill at the back of its head. 140 years after the first fossil was found, scientists are still asking, what was the frill for?
These are enormous structures. There's enormous investment in bone and tissue, and also in the muscular effort to hold these structures up. All of this investment must mean that procedures are very important to monitor.
But how? Evidence of injury on Triceratops fossils suggests that the frills were important in defense and combat.
We can see lesions in the skull, which are areas where the skull's been damaged and healed. We can also see where the predator has taken a chunk out of the frill. That might indicate that we're looking at some sort of defensive structure.
But the story doesn't end there. Another possibility is that the frill was used to attract prospective mates.
We see this in living animals, where structures like horns show off how healthy they are, and gives a good prospect for producing lots of meat.
For a moose, having large antlers makes the male more attractive, vital when it reaches sexual maturity. But the same apply to the Triceratops' frill.
If it was only for the females, then we would expect to see them develop to the same degree of juveniles as an adult, but we don't. We see them being much smaller as juveniles and not always developing into very, very large structures of the adults until much later.
This isn't the only evidence that they were used in sexual display.
The surfaces of frills are very heavily grooved. Leaf grooves probably carry nerves and blood vessels that would supply the skin, growing over those ribs. This made them very brightly coloured, big surface area for the animal to show off potential mates.
Scientists now believe that the Triceratops' best known feature was to limit its. They're useful for attracting the face. They're also ideal for attracting mates.